right. Kill the enemy.
Changing back.
Enemy at the fortress.
man. I can't wait for that season.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Alright, Sabrina, take it over. Here we go. Here we go. We got Cutaclon, we got Tino Sylvia Savage, Game Jammers, Styles, Skull. Bullshit. A lot of bullshit names here. A lot of stupid fucking names I don't like. I don't like them. We got a Donnie Darko type figure here. Could be Donnie, could be Darko. Not sure who he's gonna be. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Alright, we got hot dicks. A lot of hot dicks dropping in here. Hot cocks and
Holding for deployment.
A lot of
Take
hot
this
cocks
time
here.
to
Here we go.
ready up.
Oh, I got a cancerous cough. I've got cancer. I don't want your tears. Fuck you. Okay, he killed me. That's okay. Coming back. Coming back on the drop. Coming back. Coming back. Ooh. I killed again. This is all pre-game, Sabrina. Pre-gaming. You know how I feel. Sun and the star.
Enemy soldier nearby.
You know how I
Stand by for
feel.
deployment to the war zone.
Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. Oh, okay. All right, Negroes. All right, you black pieces of shit. Let's go. Where we going here? We want to go to the gutter house? You want to go to the gutter house?
Resurgence.
Does anyone
Marking the drop.
Gas is approaching your
Marking the
position.
fat drop.
Get to the safe zone.
Y'all got mics. Mic up. We're communicating. We're talking here. We're explaining our problems.
Fallen allies will redeploy.
We're talking about our problems here. We're not going to ignore them.
To bring them back to the action faster.
Most women are like, oh my god, he's a Protestant, and I'm Catholic. What are we going to do about it? You are neither Protestant nor Catholic.
Hunt the enemy.
You are fat or you are black.
Sighted on target. Located Tango.
There are 50 still active. Bring that number down.
You are fat and black. All of you.
Marking location now. Enemy soldiers nearby. Enemy UAV active.
Sighted on target. Target is
Squad member is redeploying.
Fuck you, Jew boy. Listen. Do you guys know about the Jewish problem in America? Are you familiar with
Squad
the
member is
JQ?
redeploying.
The JQ? The JQ? Looks like a JQ just got my JQ. By the way, you guys are all being live streamed with about 47,000 people right now. If you don't talk, I want to shame you. If you do talk, I will celebrate you.
You've got another chance to make a difference.
I will celebrate your mouth. Fuck you! Ah, you piece of shit. Listen, teammate, you're pathetic. I know you can hear what you hear, Mike. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, white power. All right, we got that was a lackluster team. They were non-cooperative. They were terrible. I had kills. They did not. No communication. I got my back scratcher in my hand. It's a spaghetti strainer. That's what I use to scratch my back. Let's just go over what I got here going on. We got Fortress Keep Resurgence, right? 2 minutes in, 2 minutes out, blah, blah, blah. Quads, random lobby. Hassan Piker. You know what's going to go on. Hassan Piker. Shout out to Sammy the Candyman Hyde. Here's what we're going to run when we get the dropout here. We're going bingo class. Okay. The grav with the sight and the AK-74U. Quick fire, quick fire, quick fire, quick fire. Here we go. Combat Scout, Serpentine, and then we're getting the Ghost on the second loadout. I don't want any fucking fat pieces of shit in my lobby. If you're fat, drop out. You got a weight problem? If you got a weight problem, seek Christ. Okay? You cannot keep getting away with this. You're on a kamikaze. What are you, fucking Japanese? You think that's something good? We got the Hannibal and the nonsense tag. Okay. Well, let's help you survive. Pieces of shit. You fucking pieces of shit.
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
Hey boys, play like this game is like you got about 4,500 people watching you, because you do.
Can't confirm.
So don't embarrass me.
Enemy
Okay?
soldiers
You
nearby.
stupid pieces of
Shot,
shit.
down.
You fucking
We're gonna have a fucking problem here.
homos. How many knew you were gay before you came out and sucked a cock?
Enemy soldiers nearby.
Did you all know you were gay before you sucked cock, or was it like, I'm just gonna try to suck a cock
Preparation's
and
done. Time to
Just like
deploy
that.
to the war zone.
there you go. Kamikaze! Kamikaze! Cough it up. Here we go. Here we go. Let's check out. Hold on real quick. We got news, truck, and weather coming up real quick. Let's check the news and traffic and weather. Coming up real quick. 17, 14, 15, 16, an hour. Alright, I think we're going to mark the drop here, Kamikaze. We got a large area to the west. That's a bullshit stop. No, I don't think we're going to go there. We're into the
Resurgence.
graveyard at this
Be
buy
advised,
station.
gas
Mark at the
is
buy
closing in.
station. You're
Proceed to the
fucked.
safe zone.
If you're going there, you are out of control. You have no cock and no balls.
Any point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker.
Go! You're out of control. Hey, for all those in the
Enemy
chat, let me
soldiers
get the
nearby.
14 words. Preserve the white raids. Here we go. Okay, dropping
Hunt
in
the
hardcore.
enemies
Blah,
before
blah,
they
blah.
hunt you. Stun out.
I'm hit.
Just lose faster.
I won't tolerate any Jewishness in this chat, okay? So Kamikaze, I know you're Jewish, and probably Asian, which means you're Chinese.
You've got a second chance. Make it count.
I don't like the Chinese.
There's an AR.
Got that Kimbo slice?
Enemy UAV active.
Kimbo slice. Hello.
Marking item for re-up.
Enemy soldier nearby.
They've got me sighted.
Target down. I'm shot.
Hey, that's so
Enemy UAV active. You're losing ground. Move it. Squad member is redeploying. Enemy UAV active.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I'm taking fire.
My friend Sabrina wants to shout us out. She likes eating bugs.
Returning you to the front lines. Go
She
get them.
likes sticking slugs. She likes drinking out of mugs. She is a... First of all, she is a whore.
headed your way.
Push the load out. Please push the load out, fatzos. I know you got no talent. You're all fat and stupid.
Gas is inbound.
Push the load out.
Marking new safe zone. Mercenaries called in a supply chopper to offload their cash reserves. I'd be able to ambush them. Enemy UAV active. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Marking item for re-up. Marking item for re-up. Marking item for
You
re-up.
fuckers have voice
Marking item
comms.
for re-up. Marking item for re-up.
You have voice. Use your voice, you lazy fucking
Oh,
cunt.
good.
Jesus Christ.
Allied UAV overhead.
Searching for supplies. Let's get some new toys.
All right, passenger.
Pick the right side. Smart choice.
Marking item
Finish
for
scanning.
re-up.
Exiting airspace.
I think I love you.
Enemy
But what
UAV
am I
active.
so afraid of?
Gas is moving. Allied UAV overhead.
Big
Hunt
target
them
location.
down. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Enemy. Let's do this.
Bro, if you would have called it your movements, I could have been there with you.
Enemy UAV active.
Enemy down.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Squad member is redeploying. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted.
Searching for supplies. Let's get some new toys.
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV active.
Finish scanning. Exiting airspace.
Enemy advanced UAV. Enemy UAV active. Keep moving forward. Squad member is redeploying. Enemy soldier nearby. Fire sales done.
Fuck you, you fat Irish cunt. I got the most skills. I got the most skills. I'm the most valuable. I am most valuable. You are least valuable.
Better this time. dropping into the area. Enemy precision airstrike. It's all on you until squad mates redeploy. Emergency no longer available. Make your actions count. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Are on the way. One of your allies is back.
Found an aid station.
Station here.
You better drop your fucking munitions and bring back someone. It's not to be me, but you are out of your mind if you think you're gonna make it out.
Found an aid station.
Why would you shoot that? You're never gonna get the kill. You're not gonna get the kill. You're not gonna get the kill,
Allied
dude.
precision airstrike.
Hold back. Quit wasting ammo. Get the money. Get the money. Go to the buy station. Buy back a third party. You just gave away your position. Okay, now you're in the gas. You got 12 bullets. Switch your gun out. Switch your gun out. Switch your gun out.
I'm taking fire!
Oh, you're...
Made it to the
Walk
top
that off
10.
in no time.
You didn't
Tank
very well.
still standing.
You didn't do well.
Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
Lights out!
Hold on, big shout out to S. Anders, probably a Matrix reference. She got a bat that flew by her window. How about that? Let's all take a 4-minute break here while I take a piss and lighten up a hot pocket while we think about bats. Think about bats for about 5 minutes.
It's a message, boys.
Hello, Jenny, AutoStar Chevrolet Buick in Waynesville. So today I want to tell you about the sound drama.
When you talk about why Kyle Rittenhouse was in Kenosha, you have to talk about this stage that led to people showing up.
The media knowing this, the government of the people knowing this, is even maybe part in why they raided his home or why they take this massive action against the president, because they know they'll get away with it.
I'm so disappointed that he didn't send in the National Guard back too, man. I'll talk about it over and over again when it comes up, but like, what a failure of leadership to allow those riots to ever happen. I'm not a big fan of Lindsey Graham. I don't like his alcoholism. I think he's an alcoholic personally. I think he's an alcoholic when it's not it. Which has to do with it. But, well, okay, personal feelings aside, Lindsey, I don't know if you're an alcoholic or a struggle diagnosis. I'm sorry about that. But, when you say if this happens, there will be riots, that's not a form of incitement, but it kind of sounds like you're telling people to go riot if it happens. So watch your tone. Secondly, he's not wrong about what he's saying about it. So,
Daily Wire recently hired a Disney executive, and people started going full ragtime for it. And I'm just like, the CEO of this company goes to church on Sunday, guys. Why are you ragging on the Daily Wire over this? Why are people saying you better explain this? Yeah, it's called winning. It's called taking over the industry, taking over the culture. That's a problem, I think. Purity tests. It is what it is. But the left is so obedient to their cults, they have a major advantage over the culture war right. And if the culture war right will bicker, the left will devour each other, but the individualists on the right are more defiant and willing to just say what they want to say.
I think what's happening is this left idea, this cultism is like a communist cultism kind of thing. And there's so much of the world is communist in China, and in at least a lot of the Russian holdover states have communist threads throughout, whether or not they're overtly communist. So it's, for the first time in human history, is bleeding through the internet into American culture. Like, we didn't have the internet before. It wasn't so pervasive and permeable. And so we're seeing this insane bubble of communist behavior. It's crazy. It's not American. It's not normal in the United States. They thought the FBI went after this for like 60 years or something. 50 years they were trying to stop the communist overthrow. I don't know.
It turns out they were
like
communists.
Communist, because it's like, it's more than just that. Like the Chinese culture, the CCP, it's not real communism. It's like an evolution, a new form of technocratic, oversight that's not just, but there are communist aspects to it.
I think the solution to a lot of this stuff is ignore the tribes. I think the left is the cultier side, but the right has their issues, sure, but it's the exception, not the rule. I think the issue is just compete in the space. Fund and grow and assert yourself in these spaces, which is what we've been trying to do. It's why we're not launching overtly political stuff. So why we're not launching stuff to try and pander to Trump supporters or liberals or whatever. We're trying to make things that'll be entertaining enough for regular people.
Well, I think, this is something that the left gets really right and they're really good at, is they have their allies and they clearly define their enemies. And they let, people in the Democratic Party, they'll slip up, they'll make a mistake, but they won't banish them, right? And the right keeps thinking that they're going to win brownie points for taking the high road, right? This staffer says something that's a little bit uncouth, and then they banish them. They say, well, we're not racist, well, we're not sexist. It's like, they're already calling you that. You're not going to win brownie points for taking the high road. And again, this is what the left does really well. It's why I said earlier, it's their superpower. Their cult mentality is their superpower. Is they can mess up. They can do actually racist things like Katie Hobbs. But did they bring that up? Did they call it her racism? No, because they know that Katie Hobbs is her or their ally. They will help her to get through that. And they don't care. Because they have their allies and they have their enemies. And the right needs to get this through their heads or they're going to continue losing.
Yeah, it's not a time for people to sit still and just take whatever the high road, to turn the other cheek, to look the other way. It's not the time to do that. It's a time to create stuff, to create phenomenal, addictive art that is so good.
We're working on a video game. I don't know. It's really hard work. Andrew, our game designer, is doing an incredible job. It's real fun. Seamus is doing the animations and stuff. And this is not. I guess we haven't released a lot of information about the game. We've shown like clips of it and stuff. Man, it's relatively political, but it's not. The game itself is just a video game.
You're gonna be able to play as you, Tim. Little customizable,
Well, actually,
different color beans.
No, but we like I think Ian's gonna be in it. Actually,
We're gonna pay 99 cents to get the skin.
no, I don't know about that.
DLC action.
I think you're gonna end up being like a special character or something. Like you
no,
sell
that's-
rocks or something.
Oh,
like
that's a
that.
good idea.
Yeah,
I'll be the
sell
merchant.
rocks.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's something the left also does really well. They're the creatives. They're making movies. They're making the art.
But they're losing it. And now's the opportunity. That's why it's like.
Well, thanks to people like you, right? Putting out your songs and, driving traffic and, like you said, rejecting the mainstream culture, rejecting the mainstream media.
It has great. It has been one of the most stressful things ever, doing all this work to launch music. More so than, like... I've been playing music since I was like 7, but I didn't expect any of this stuff to start happening. Like, 1 million views, I was just like, okay. Like, we left the show on Friday and like, oh, you're #1 in alt rock on iTunes, and I was like, holy crap. And then the attacks we started getting have been unrelenting.
You know, I'm gonna stop using the term attack when it comes to verbal crap. I don't
Well,
like
okay.
that word.
What's the word we're looking for then?
Complaints.
But it's not. They're not legitimate.
Complaint. Just
Why won't you call it an attack?
because it's softening the term attack and then making street violence less threatening.
I don't think so. Look, the goal is to inflict. It's harassment, I guess. If the goal is to inflict emotional harm, but what I see here is, we launched Pop Culture Crisis. It's growing really, really well for a show that's only like half a year old. 40,000 subs, getting thousands of views in their episodes. Brett and Mary are just doing an amazing job, and it's talking about pop culture. It's not political, and that's the point. It's like we want to just meet people where they are and produce content for them, and then create a sphere of influence. No hate. No one came after us over this. Tales from the Inverted World. We got actually some positive and true crime, but then we put out a song that just took off like crazy, and all of a sudden we have all of these left pundits just attacking us relentlessly, and I think it's because this is the move to make. The left took the arts over. They use the arts to influence children. They want the kids to grow up to be like them. Controlling movies, controlling superheroes, controlling TV shows. You can't turn on a show without getting some woke garbage message now. And that's what they're trying to instill in your kids. If they can't get them in the schools, they can get them on the TVs. And then parents who don't know better put their iPad in front of their kids, and the kid's now just listening to all the stuff. So what happens when you get a Daily Wire producing movies? Daily Wire bought Hyperions, which was just a Hollywood movie. And they got really angry. There was that viral thread. This is exactly the point. Where they were like, I watched this movie, and then I realized it was a Daily Wire movie, and I was like, oh no, what was I promoting? And I deleted it. Remember that? What were they shouting out?
I forget, but I remember this lady wrote this ridiculous article about how she actually enjoyed a Daily Wire, and she was really regretful because she had tweeted positive.
Run, hide, fight.
Run, hide, fight?
Is that what it's called? Run, hide, fight?
Yeah, that's the movie.
So they tweeted that they watched Run, Hide, Fight, and it was really good, and they told people to watch it. And then people were like, that's the Daily Wire. And they went, oh no, oh, I'm so sorry. Ben Shapiro walked into our podcast conference. I tell you this, they're not scared of you doing a show and being like, politics, because they know how to control you. They know how to say you're a fascist and then scare people away from talking to you. But when you make a movie that's really good, that they like, oh no. Now you're going to start influencing people. Now you're going to start winning friends and influencing people. And that's how they lose the culture war. It's remarkable to me that the right is so resistant, in many ways, not everybody, to making culture in order to win a culture war. Andrew Breitbart said this, what was this now, like 14 years ago? That politics is downstream from culture? Every person on the right should be focused on art. Politics, of course. Tom MacDonald is probably one of the greatest musicians of our generation because he's hitting powerful messages. He's speaking to tens of millions of people, and boy, are they pissed about it. This is what really grinds their gears and freaks them out. This is what wins, not rioting. When you're violent, they know how to control you. They know that normal people will get scared of the violence. They can show that on TV screens all year and blame Donald Trump for it. But they can't do anything about? A song called FJB hitting #1. A song called Fake Woke hitting #1. The Daily Wire putting out apolitical movies that people enjoy. That is freaking them out.
These people are pathetic. Like, they're literally... I mean, I think they think that they're strong-minded. I think they think that they have some serious rooted values. But in reality, it's like, you are so weak.
have no idea. I mean, the Bible makes it clear that, the fear of man is a snare. And what that means is you live your life afraid of the opinions of people, of what people think about you, of what people are saying about you. Oh, the mob over there is going to think I look like this if I listen to Tim Pool. I actually like this song. I'm not actually going to stop listening to Tim Pool because I found out that he's an alt-right whatever. I'm just going to do it in secret. Like, imagine being so pathetic that you can't be yourself. You can't be yourself out in the open. You can actually like what you actually like because it's so politically polarized. Imagine being so pathetic that you cannot stand your ground and just be yourself. You're an NPC. You're a robot. You're controlled. You're controlled by the mob. You don't have an opinion for yourself. You're told what to believe. You're told what to believe by pressure and through fear.
There's
You may
so
not
many
even
of those
really
people,
believe it. You may not even really believe it, but you just know that, oh, someone on TikTok believed it and they got canceled. I don't ever want to be that. People like that are pathetic and they're losers.
Well, this is the thing
suck.
too. Like what we were saying about Nickelback. It's like, dude, you can rag on Nickelback all day and night, fine, whatever. But like to deny, objectively, they scored a 4-week streak at the #1 spot. Like that means people like that stuff. You don't have to like it. That's fine. But to act like they're not objectively successful is just weird cult-like behavior.
It is a form of losing too, like you called people losers, but it's like they lose their opportunity to be themselves, which is the most elevating
NPC.
and freeing experience on Earth. If you have a chance as a human to speak openly about what you believe. And
yeah, these people do need to be prayed for. They are NPCs. What you were saying is exactly right, Drew. But that revelation is so powerful because I think, it's like if they're already calling me racist for just my beliefs that aren't controversial, if they're already calling me sexist, then I'm just going to go pedal to the metal and go full throttle and take it back in any way I can. Because they're, like you said, they're NPCs, they're controlled by fear. And when you break that simulation, amazing things.
So you give people bravery?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, these people are destroying everything. I mean, you look at She-Hulk. Have you watched She-Hulk yet?
Yep.
Right. It's just this attack on men. Right. It needs to be combated with men coming out and just attacking it as a response. Right. Because when I let this agenda come out and everyone gets demasculinized, everyone gets feminized, and oh, everything's toxic because you're.
Okay, bye. Bye.
No, be more massive. Come out and be aggressive. Yes. Look at Eric July. Look at Rippaverse. Yeah, how much did he make? I think it was like over 3 million. The Rippaverse transfers.
Yeah.
And what PayPal froze is money. This is the scariest thing to the cult. Successful culture. They lose their mind. They have to reject it. They have to attack it. How they can't stop it. They can't stand it. And that's, I think, when S.H.I.E.L.D. comes out, and it's hilariously bad garbage or whatever, it's the lowest rated show the Marvel's done yet. It's crazy. I give it like a C-. I watch it, there's some funny bits in it, but it is what it is, and people like it. I'm fine with them liking it. Miss Marvel was way worse, in my opinion. That was like a Magic School Bus show, a PSA on partition in Pakistan or whatever. If you don't like it, let me ask you something. When you don't like... Here we go. Drew, name a song you don't like. Friday. Back in Black. Yeah. Okay, that song was from 12 years ago, I think. Is there a song from this week that you don't like that's like in the news? Exactly. Because you don't focus on things you don't like. You focus on the things you do like. So for these people to come out and start attacking and criticizing the Daily Wire and stuff we're doing, or anybody else, that's when you know you're in. I don't know. Exactly.
The real threat is not that people on cultists can't stop the art, the phenomenal art that's appearing. It's that they don't want to. That's the real threat in their minds. It's like a cognitive dissonance. Like, I like this. I don't want to stop this. I was told that I'm supposed to fear it, but it's good, and I feel better. And it's like this coming to terms with yourself or your aim, It's a phenomenon. It's great.
I think the response to She-Hulk should be what Eric July's doing. They, like...
At least tonight.
Daily Wire should be working on like adaptations of his stuff. They should be like, okay, how do we turn this into a big show? Because clearly the audience wants it. There's a market opportunity, and that's how you win a culture war, by making culture. Look, dude, here that dude made over $3 million. It's a breath of fresh air. The more people start working on this stuff, the more people start producing and developing culture. Look, the elections are great, but politics is downstream from culture. You get a law in the books that your culture is unwilling to enforce, the law is meaningless. Even John Roberts didn't want to overturn Roe v. Wade because of where the culture was at. But then you end up with, these several other justices, these 4 other justices, and then it becomes, well, you got no choice now. That's Donald Trump getting them in. But look at what happens when you don't have the culture. They demonize Trump, and they go after him relentlessly. You need, if every celebrity was more like, we have to support America, otherwise we'll lose our jobs, this country would be, well, instead, they're like, you have to hate America, otherwise we'll lose our jobs. That is an inverse economic incentive that is destroying this country.
Well, that's the dangerous thing about censorship, is that if you censor something enough, it's not going to solve any problems. It's just going to make them come back. It's going to swing back even harder. And I think that was Trump's ego, right? They were just suppressing the rights and stuff. And came back came back immensely. And I think it's the same thing with masculinity. If you suppress masculinity enough, it's going to come back even harder. You see that with me. And regardless of what it says, it's like they're censoring masculinity. They're I'm an Eagle Scout. They started letting people into the Boy Scouts, and it's like masculinity came back harder and even more toxic, or whatever you want to call it. So I think this censorship stuff doesn't solve anything in the long term.
Let's go to Super Chats. If you haven't already, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share the show with your friends. We're going to have a members-only show coming up at timcast.com, uncensored at about 11 p.m., so you don't want to miss that one. Go to timcast.com, sign up. We're going to read some Super Chats. All right, Ready to Rumble says, I touch myself with your new song. Thank you very much. I know this one. I want you to love me. Thank you. You got it. I'll say this, like, part of me kind of wishes we had a subtle release of the song that we're doing. We haven't promoted it. And this one we promoted all of our projects. This one hit harder than anything else. And so there's been this unrelenting attack to tell us how much we suck and how we're awful and we should stop. And then I'm just laughing, looking at like the trending and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, man, I think we got one,
It gets better. It's like we're inspiring each other. You do your best, and then the people around you get inspired by that and start to do better, and then you see that, and then that makes you do better. You kind of almost like are competing to do your best.
Yeah, man.
Sale Fraga says Republicans losing ground as midterms approach. Fact. It's true. It's true. The generic ballot was the Republicans were up by 5 points at one point, I think, right? In the aggregate or something like that. Fell down to like 3, maybe it was 3.5. I think it might be 5. But now it's neck and neck. And so while it doesn't mean Democrats are going to win, Republicans are going to win. Biden's approval rating inaccurate. You know, when I tweet this stuff, people are like, yeah, well, that's because this. And I'm like, dude, don't know, don't care. When I tweet out Biden's approval rating hits rock bottom, and I get people laugh and say, of course, because Americans say that. When it's down to 42, that's because of this, that. It's like, it doesn't matter why you like recognize that it's good for those that are all going to get down. Yeah, you can mess with them. And it's not just about taking on your wars, it's also about taking a private fun, building culture. Go play open mics, go busk on the street, go set up it's so important, man. Like, if you live in an area, you should be going door to door asking people to come to like a Saturday morning event of some sort. We've talked about doing what we call Saturday morning cartoons, where we invite families to bring their kids to hang out, have pancake sausage, eggs, bacon, all that stuff, and like a catered thing, and then we'll play cartoons and families like stuff like, you know, when Chip Chili comes out from Daily Wire, we can show that kind of stuff, just regular old kids programming, and then people can come and meet their neighbors and build those communities. That's what this country is. Anyway, Michael Holder says, totally unrelated, but it seems to me that the French Revolution caused the European nobility to begin pushing the anti-self-defense mindset that currently plagues the West. 200 years of this later, and you get Canada, Australia, Europe, folks. Read all about this.
Wow, I was thinking about the French Revolution. Beaumont said, you know, basically sold the French king out in that American Revolution. So you think that monarchies around the world now have evolved, kind of inoculated themselves against like what happened in France?
Basically, they're like, we need to make sure no one can defend themselves and they can never stop us again. But I think the American Revolution is probably a better example. I mean, they were trying to disarm the colonists first. And so the colonists were like, nah, you can't do that. And then, you know, fighting broke out. You know, interesting philosophy. All right. Let's see what we got here. Smothers235 says, your song is not that good. Get over it. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know. We wrote a song. Carter produced and engineered it, and we published it. You can't gauge your own song. Honestly, like, my favorite band is Metric, and my favorite song right now is All Comes Crashing. And I'm like, I wish I could write a song like that, but I don't know. Maybe people like the stuff we do, right? Ashboro says, only ever wandered is the Joe Biden version. I'm calling on Seamus. We need you on that one. All right, Daniel Vigil says, Tim, as much as you have been talking about Tom McDonald, we need him on the show of Break the Internet. Tom has an open invite to come on the show. You know, he's whenever he can, whenever he's able to. I know he's a busy guy. I've talked to him, I think, a couple times. Yeah, I'm a big fan. That would be absolutely incredible. And I think we got to get him and Zuby on at the same time. That would be amazing. Also, I would get Richie McGinnis and Jackie Sullivan on the same time. We're going to You saw me tweeting it, right? I was like, come over. Yeah, I did. I like that. All right. Rory F. says, Tim, if there's an arrest because of the Mar-a-Lago raid, please have on Cash and Myron Gay.